And back here live at CMA Fest 2024 rolls on too for our coverage. And I told you some of these things were just going to be impromptu. They're not scheduled out there too. We announced it on KKTC True Country 99.9 and our friends at hightidecountry.net. And we found them. They're blowing up out there too. Chapel Hart here on the program. What's going on?
You know what, man?
It's been a minute since we talked, right?
It has been a minute.
Too long. It's been about an hour at this point. That's why we need to make it happen again.
I heard y'all in the booth behind me with the media over there too. I said, if I get an opening, we're getting these ladies back on the show too, because you guys, a lot of exciting news coming up with, I mean, the song releases, and of course this week being the Super Bowl of just country music with CMA Fest. Talk about that.
Oh man, so you're right. This week has been absolutely incredible, and it ain't even halfway through it yet.
Right.
Tell you how incredible it is. This morning, I'm still kind of trying to process it.
We met Dolly freaking Parton. And it's so funny because CMA Fest is usually for the fans to get to meet
I am the
artists that
today.
they love. We were the fans today. Y'all, we met Dolly, and I think that my life has changed forever. And, you know, I said, we made our Grand Ole Opry debut, and we met Dolly Parton. I could die a happy woman, but I do believe there's some stuff I should do before I go.
Tonight.
Look, Teresa, you got to sing tonight.
I talk about that. Obviously, playing this week, the stages. I mean, Chevy Vibes, Hard Rock, and all these stages out there too that are bringing up some of the best talent that we're all learning about here on the shows and talking about all just the great people in town. You guys have some shows coming up too as well, and some just really good, really cool appearances for this particular week.
Yes, well, actually kicking it off. Well, tonight we're going to be playing, maybe you've heard of this little place. It's called the Nissan Stadium.
Little dive bar.
You know. And so we're gonna be on the platform, the VIP platform at the Nissan Stadium tonight. And I have to say, like I still can't really wrap my head around today, because today I am the fan for CMA Fest. And we're also going to be at the Spotlight stage celebrating 50 years with the Opry with Mark Wills tomorrow. And one of my favorite parts of Fanfare, tomorrow we're going to have a meet and greet. And maybe it's the Mississippi in us, but I'm here for the hugs, honey.
I know everybody's going to be looking for like the cowboy boot. We're wearing our sweatsuits tomorrow, because let me tell you what, you got to put your arm, and you got to become a hug machine. Fume, 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 fume. And I mean, it was last year it was our first like official CMA Fest. And it was watching people be like in the lines, and they were like wrapped around, and we thought like we would go and then somebody else would come, and they were like, no, they're here for you. We were like, what? And then they had like a reserve line. It was the line pretty much said, now you probably ain't gonna make it, but just in case, you can stand right here. And so it was like, so this year we're trying to get more hugs per minute.
Oh, HP. Oh, wow. What are you clocking on HPM?
HPM.
Not MPS.
That's what I said after COVID. I said, boy, us huggers, we're going to be getting them HPMs in.
That's cool with the Dolly thing too, because I was actually in it where we didn't come across the escalator to come over here to the media room this morning. So I was in all that traffic out there too, and I tried to go through a door, and they were rushing in to get to that particular spot for her, and almost got run over this morning too. So it was a madhouse.
Yeah. I heard the Dolly fans, they were like screaming for her before she even went out. I said, Dolly's like the Queen of America. There's a Queen of England, and there is a Queen of the USA, and it is Miss Dolly Parton, okay?
And you know what? Honestly, when they say little write-in on the ballots, we still feel like if we can get enough people just write in.
There's people fighting over who they want to be the president. We're going to write in our ballot Dolly Parton. And by golly, somebody on the Electoral College better take my personal one and take it at least in two. By golly, vote for Dolly.
Second me that motion. I'll put her name down, and heck with the two candidates running right now. We'll vote her for Queen of Country and Queen of President, or like I said, just have a good time there. Tell us about new music coming out, what can fans expect, and of course some things you guys are probably working on right now.
We got news here. Is this thing on? Listen, we are working on our very first Christmas album. And let me tell you what, even people who say they don't like Christmas music, they're lying.
Because I am people. I used to loathe Christmas music, and when I say I have been jingling bells and just whistling since we started working on this album,
I think a little bit of my Mrs. Clausness has started to rub off, and but we're working on our Christmas album, and we have got some of the greatest features. So we're celebrating Christmas in July, and there we're going to release who's on the album. We're going to release some of the songs. We're going to let people hear some of the songs before anybody else in the world.
And I like to say that this album's got more features than a new F-150. I'm telling you,
So
some of the
let me
folks
tell
on
you,
this thing,
and we've got to drive a few of them. And let me tell you,
They got
features for days. So
Christmas in July, it seems like people, including, I know my wife's always like, oh, get the lights down, do this, and here's a honey-do list for that. And it's just, you start in July to start prepping for what, and I can't even believe half the year is gone already.
right.
Oh
I just
my
think as
goodness.
Americans, we all ought to stand up and just say we ain't taking them down.
It's just
Definitely
leave 'em up.
do like Gretchen Wilson and leave them up all year long.
You know, but you know what? I think because I feel like down in New Orleans we got it figured out because the Christmas tree becomes the Mardi Gras tree, becomes the
Easter
Valentine's,
tree.
the Easter tree,
And it
and
just
you
kind
know,
of
just evolves.
so by the time you get to Christmas, it's already up with no judgment.
Make sure you guys put this Christmas album on your playlist. And like I said, is there a drop date for this now? Or are we looking at the fall, or is this already coming out pretty soon?
So we're looking at the fall, and we'll be releasing the
Release date.
release date in Christmas in July. So if you are not plugged in with us online, first of all, we are a Hot Mess Express, and we are like your cousins who don't have their life together. It's like following that. And
I got distracted by a cute outfit, and honey is cute.
Oh, y'all win. Yeah.
All right, so we love Nashville, no doubt, and I tried some restaurants. I finally got the hot chicken last time from Hattie B's, which I went to the medium. I went right up to the top because I wanted to experience it. I didn't go 2 steps below or like 3 steps above. But Hattie B's on Broadway was like medium was just enough hot, enough sweet, spicy. Couldn't even eat it all because it was just too much food plus the sides. But I got a little bit of that Nashville culture. Where are you guys as far as hot chicken or other places to kind of look at to eat here in town?
I'm gonna be honest.
I feel like I was like, well, maybe that was weird. But
I have yet,
hurry up.
I have yet to find hot chicken that I like.
Yeah.
And maybe because, Mississippi,
Yeah, we're from
Louisiana,
Mississippi, and I just hot
like-
chicken. We hadn't found the right one yet, but also somebody said if you hadn't been to Hattie B's, you can't judge it. So we hadn't been,
And I've been to a lot
and
of
I don't
other
really know if we're gonna
places,
go, but I don't know.
Meet me at Hugh Babies.
But have you been to Hugh Babies here?
No, I need to try that one. Plus, there's Party Foul, and the other one they said Prince's is kind of the OG for the whole. But if they're talking about it and they take this suggestion and go out with all the folks that are here radio stuff and just try that one.
I'm gonna airdrop you a picture of me and Hugh Baby. There's a statue of him outside, and
He's so
if you see
cute.
how cute we look together, I think that you'll know how high up it is on the list. We were meant to be together, and listen, you got to try their chicken sandwich, and you got to try like a double cheeseburger from there.
Or you can do what I do and put the burger
don't
patty
do that.
on the chicken sandwich with a little bit of bacon. I call it the barnyard.
She
You
is
get
literally
cow,
the littlest
chicken,
fat
the pig.
person I know. I said
It's
that's the fattest thing I've
delicious.
ever heard. It sounds delicious, but I'm scared to try it. I was like, sounds like at least a 4-hour coma coming
And
right
and
after.
make sure you have free time afterwards because there
Yeah.
will be naps.
We're going to go get some of those coming up later on today, too. Hey, congratulations on all the success. Appreciate you making time for us, too. As I told you, we're going to have some of these impromptu today on KKTC True Country. We're going to play some of the music over the next few weeks when it comes out there on some of the artist spotlight interviews in the morning time. And can't wait to play you guys' new single coming up real soon.
We got 10 seconds of straight up facial expressions for y'all. Here we go. Love y'all.
Chapel Hart here on the Backstage Pass. More to come here. CMA Fest 2024 rolls on. Nashville, Tennessee coming up here in a little bit. Jackie Roar coming up and a whole lot more here. Keep it tuned as we're just firing them away here. KKTC True Country 99.9 and our friends at HighTideCountry.net. More to come. Stay tuned.